hundreds of pounds of prescription drugs taken in by Springfield police during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day over the weekend. The department releasing its results following Saturday's event at Central High School. Nearly 700 pounds of drugs were collected from residents who dropped off their unused or expired prescription medications, which police and the DEA will now safely dispose of. Meanwhile, in Hampshire and Franklin counties, the Northwestern District Attorney says those communities collected a total of 3,000 pounds of medications.